Rock on! Hey there, Panda Pals, it is PandaGirl246 here, and no, I did not cut my hair short. No, I did not color it black. It is a wig. It's actually a male wig that my sister got a few years ago because she was going to do Sherlock Holmes, like the Benedict Cumberbatch Sherlock Holmes. Sorry, my framing is weird. I'm fixing that real quick. But anyway, yeah, so how have you guys been? I have been busy, to say the least. I'm not wearing makeup again. Lately I've been kind of just tired, so I'm like, I don't even want to go through the struggle of putting it on. I am wearing a different choker. I think I got this from the Spirit of Halloween, where I live. Like, they have a Halloween store every year, and I really like skulls and Jack Skellington, which I've got a little Jack Skellington bow here, and I'm actually wearing a Jack Skellington PJ shirt. Where have I been the last couple weeks? Because the plan was my school closed, right? Like, I'm in cosmetology school. My school closed, and it's going to start back up. They gave us a 3-week break. 3 weeks I could have been recording. I'm recording a week before I go back to school. Because, alright, so I got out of school the 24th of September? No. 24th of August. I don't remember. I'd have to look at my phone to like check dates and stuff, which I don't know where my phone is right now, so I can't really check it. But anyway, so I got out, and then that weekend my dad got remarried again for the 3rd time, and I had to go to, and I went to his wedding, and that was really fun. I didn't really want to vlog it because my family isn't really into the whole YouTubing video. Like, I talk to them about how I'm creative and digital and everything, and how I love making videos, and they tell me that that's a very stupid profession and that it's very hard to get into, and they want me to go and work in some factory, and I don't want to do that, so it's just very difficult. So yeah, I didn't want to like carry a camera around. Everybody was getting drunk, so I didn't want to get into their personal bubble space or whatever and be like, hey, say something to my YouTuber people that I have, like my subscribers, my Panda Pals. Say something to them, and then be like, well, you guys are stupid, because you're not. So like, that's the reason why I didn't do that. So that took me forever. And then the next weekend after my dad got married, my sister was getting married, and I was her maid of honor. So I was in charge of a lot going on, and because of the issues that we were having with her wedding being planned, because she wasn't like, my sister, love her to death, has very little of a backbone, and like, people were saying, hey, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, and she was like, fine, whatever, I don't care anymore, like, just do it, I don't want to fight. And I was the one fighting for her. So that took a lot. So finally her wedding comes around, and the day before, like, me and my sister have been sharing a room. We've been sharing a room for the last 22 years. If that says anything. Actually, no. I was 4 years old when my brother was born, and he took my old room, and we had to start sharing a room. There was 1 year out of the 18 some years that we didn't have a room. So that would be, I guess, 17 years where we shared a room all the time. Like, that was our thing. That was where we were at. And at first we weren't really close. We were kind of like, you know how sibling rivalry is. We weren't close, and I told her I hated her a few times, and she was just trying to be a good big sister, and I didn't want to take it like that, so I was really mean to her, and I feel bad about it now. But now me and my sister are almost like best friends, and we're very close, and I'm very happy for her and everything. It was just, it's kind of weird not having her in my room anymore. But yeah, so the day of my sister's wedding comes around. Again, I didn't want to vlog it because my family was going to be around. It was chaotic, it was hectic. Because of the fact that I'm in cosmetology school, they wanted me to do my sister's hair and do her makeup and everything. So I had to do her hair and makeup. So I was doing her hair, we got her hair done. Her hair is naturally curly, but my mom wanted me to recurl it so that the curls would be more uniform, and my sister's like, fine, do it, whatever. Well, I ended up pulling her sides back. It was really pretty. I ended up not getting pictures, which I'm really sorry about, but because if I did, I'd put them up on the screen. But yeah, I don't have pictures. But it was a really pretty wedding, and it was absolutely gorgeous. She was drop dead gorgeous as always, and she went on her honeymoon. Well, another week goes by, and what have I been doing? I've been like, I had to help her move some more stuff out after they got back from their honeymoon. They only went for a weekend. And then I've been re-renovating my room. Like, I actually have a sheet on my bed. My posters are going to change. The location of my next video will probably change if I don't automatically record another one right after this. Because I'll do a little mini room tour, I think, for the next video if you guys would like to see what all is going on. I just hit my fan again. But yeah, so... and another thing I've been doing is I've been trying to exercise more. I watch a video on YouTube, it's called X Hits 10-Minute Abs, and I do like the exercises that I can on there. Currently, because of my surgery that I had, which, I mean, it's been a few months, but my foot is still, it's not as strong as it was. So like, I tried doing the planking that they have on there, and as soon as I went up on my toes, my foot automatically cramped and I dropped to the ground because it hurt so bad. I couldn't do it. So I'm working on strengthening my muscles in my leg and in my foot. For some people, like, you guys won't know this because I haven't really talked about it on the channel, but I love to dance. Oh, that's something else you probably have already noticed. The curtains back behind me are now purple. They look kind of blue on my camera, but they're purple instead of the red burgundy that I usually have. So that's lightening up the room just a little bit more, and it looks a lot nicer to me. I love purple. I did the burgundy because me and my sister could agree on it, but me, myself, I love purple and black. So it's kind of my theme for my room. But anyway, what was I talking about? I lost it. Oh. I don't remember. What was I talking about? Ah! I don't know. Anyway, yeah. I've been cleaning and renovating, and currently, like, I've got my closet all cleaned, and I've got that the way that I want it. Oh, now I remember what I was talking about. Dancing. I love to dance. I used to dance all the time. I still have most, if not all, no, I don't have one. I have all of my, I was actually in ballet. Yeah, I was an Evo ballerina. Like, everyone always made fun of me in school because of the fact that I loved ballet and I loved classical music, and I still do. And as I was cleaning my room, I was going through and I found my old dance shoes, like all of them. I actually got a pair of tap shoes from a yard sale, and I wanted to get back into tap, but I never did. I found both pairs of my flat ballet shoes and one of my I found a pair of my toe shoes, or my point shoes. I never actually got to go up on point because of the fact that my feet were so weak, and then the surgery didn't help, and especially since I already have problems with my feet, they told me, like, my doctor basically told me that I never will be able to go up on point, which was a major bummer for me, but I'd still like to try at some point. But I'm not as flexible as I was when I was going through dance because I stopped stretching all the time, and I pretty much just stopped everything. And the only time that I ever got to dance was at a school dance. And especially because dance lessons cost money and my family doesn't have a lot of money, so I had to quit dancing completely, and it absolutely destroyed me. Like, I hated not being able to dance. I also found a pair of, I was in show choir at my home school, and I got kicked out my freshman year because me and the instructor got into a little bit of a fight that didn't end very well, and I wish I had used different language, but I did not like the instructor whatsoever. She was a terrible human being. My grandma had cancer at the time, and okay, story time with Panda. My freshman year of high school, I joined show choir. I thought it'd be dancing, singing, it would be fun. And this one girl dropped out. Izzy's behind me. This one girl dropped out the first day of practice, mind you, because she thought it would be more like Glee. I've never seen an episode of Glee in my life. I didn't ever watch it. I just knew that there's dancing and singing, and I love both of those, so let's do this. So anyway, I decided that I was going to motivate myself through it because of the fact that that girl had dropped out, because I just thought that was the most ridiculous reason to leave. So I was like, okay, even though I don't like the instructor and she's a bit of a hag, I'm still going to go through this and I'm going to love it and I'm going to have a lot of fun. Well, I went to every meeting, every dress rehearsal. We went to a festival and we did the dance. I had to dance in front of people. I had to wear this bright red hooker lipstick and I had to wear this really light makeup and I hated it. I hated every second of it. They had to curl my hair. And my natural blonde hair, and it was really long, and I hated every second of this process of looking pretty. And it was just so stupid. I hated it. But anyway, going back to the story, my grandma had cancer at the time. And I hadn't seen her in a while. I had gone to every meeting, every practice. She had actually canceled the last 3 practices because her dog had gotten hit by a car. So anyway, we went to practice. Everything was fine. That weekend, I told her, I said, hey, I'm going to go visit my grandma. She has cancer. This other girl, her name is Sephi. That's not her full name, but that's just what we called her. Her name was Sephi. And her aunt had cancer, so she decided that she was going to go visit her too. And she told her, she was like, hey, my aunt has cancer, I'm not going to be here, whatever. So she looks at us and she says, okay. But then we get a text saying that it wasn't that the practice had been canceled, but it was a fitting for our costumes. And we're like, okay, well, we're going to go visit our family. She already said it's fine, whatever. So we go and visit our family members. I went and visited my grandma. I had a wonderful time. I got to see her. She was doing well. She was recovering. I'm guessing Sephi went and saw her aunt because she came back. She was all happy. Well, then we get to practice that day. She pulls me and Sephi into her office and yells at us because of the fact that we missed one fitting. We had been to every practice. We had danced our butt off. We had been there for every performance that she had us signed up for. We were learning the songs. We were dancing. We missed a fitting. That takes 2 seconds. Because literally the fitting that we had before, they put the dress on us. They said, okay, it fits. We need to fix a little bit of this. And that was it. And the performance that we were wearing those dresses for, we were still rehearsing for. We were still practicing for. So that dance wouldn't have lasted any much would have taken a long time to get to. So those dresses would have been like ready months in advance. And that was the other thing. They were gaudy. They were bright red. They looked like they were from Bollywood. If you don't know what that is, look it up. I'm not saying that is a bad style, but for us in high school, we're a freshman, and like that was the thing. We didn't do competitions. Like, this wasn't going anywhere. This was just small little performances in our hometown for the school. Like, we weren't really doing anything for competition-wise. The school really didn't have any awards for show dance or for show choir competitions because they didn't do it. So the fact that I missed one meeting and Sephi started to cry. Now, Sephi was an emo like me. She was doing it because she loved to sing and dance like me. I wasn't really friends with her because I wasn't friends with a lot of people in my high school because I just didn't know how to talk to people. I got through, but I didn't really actually, like, me and her weren't close friends. We weren't hanging out at each other's houses, whatever. But as soon as I saw her cry, something just snapped, and I was done. I was livid. I was ticked. So I went in. I called her a selfish word that I'm not going to say. And I called her a lot of other names. I brought up the fact that she had canceled practice 3 times in a row because her dog got hit by a car, and we go to see our sick family members, and you come back and you're going to treat us like another word that I'm not going to say. And she ended up getting even madder at me. Me and her got into an argument, and I basically told her I'm leaving. And I called my mom, and I said, come get me because I'm not staying here. So she comes and picks me up. I actually told her that practice had been canceled again, which she believed. So she comes and picks me up, and she's like, what's going on? And I told her what was going on, and she said, yeah, that's bull, and then drove me back home. Well, then I got an email from her telling me that I had been kicked out of show choir, and I was being nice, and I sent her back a reply saying thank you, because I don't want to deal with you. Well, then I go back to pick up my stuff, and she asked me to return my show choir shirt, which my family had paid for. Our name was on it, and it was this really, it was like a satin blue, and it was just a weird shirt. It was like a button-up polo. I still have it somewhere, I think. I don't know. I never got rid of it. It has my name on it. Why would I get rid of it? But anyway, like, I paid for that to happen, so, and she also wanted me to return my shoes, which, again, my family bought and paid for. She wanted me to return all of my sheet music, which I thought was stupid, because it's just paper printed off, and we had to write our names on it anyway, and write down notes and everything else, so why would I return that? And it wasn't like anybody else was joining and signing up all of a sudden, and I just didn't understand the concept of why should I return things that I've paid for, that I've worked for, and that I've gotten. Like, I don't see the reason for it. So I went to return, I don't even remember what I went to return to her, but I ended up not returning it because I still have all of my stuff. But she wrapped her arm around my shoulder with my mom standing right there, and started laughing, saying that I was the first girl to ever thank her for kicking her out of show choir. And I was just like, okay, bye. Like, I was done. I said, I don't want to deal with you anymore. And I was kind of like my last, I think I've told you about this, or I told Positive Vibes, which again, I think Positive Vibes has been canceled. Like, I haven't gotten any info from our manager, from my friend Damon. We haven't gotten anything from him. Like, the group chat, people have been messaging, he is not answering, so I don't know what's going on, so I'm just not posting anymore. But I had severe depression, and I will get into that into a separate video later on down the road when I feel more comfortable about talking about it. But I hit my depression really, really hard when I got my freshman year. And I was already done with the school as is, and then for that to happen, it kind of pushed me even further. And it made things even more worse at the school, so I was just kind of done with the entire thing. I said, I don't want to deal with these people anymore, but, which again made me really upset because I had to drop out of ballet. I did tap when I was a kid, and I had to drop out of that because my family got divorced and they moved, and the money, and then I had to quit. I quit show choir because of that lady, and it was just, I haven't been able to dance. So the only time I did dance was at school dances, and I'm out of high school now. I've graduated, and I'm almost 20 years old, but if I went to a club or I went to a bar, I don't want to deal with those kinds of people. I don't know, I'm weird when it comes to people who are drunk. Like, I'm okay, but if you start acting belligerent and stupid or start getting extra flirty, then I get a little weirded out by it. Like, I'm not gonna sit there, like, there's some people that'll get online and they'll say, this guy was flirting with me and he was intoxicated. That's not okay, blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, yes, that's not okay, but you have to remember, they're intoxicated. When you're intoxicated, you act a totally different way most of the time than you would sober. So if, like, that guy could have been the greatest dad in the world, like the best father, the greatest husband. He could be a businessman, he could be a farmer, he could be whatever. And the moment he gets intoxicated, he could act like a sleazy scumbag that thinks he's a gangster or something. Like, it happens. So I understand when people get drunk, but at the same time I just get weirded out, and like, I don't want to be around those kinds of people, so I don't go to bars, I don't go to clubs. If I want to dance anymore, I turn on some music on my PS4 and I just stand around my room and dance like nobody's watching. But if I could actually like get a big room with like a hardwood floor and mirrors, like make my own little dance studio, I would be so happy about doing that. I want to do it so bad. Or just like get myself a house with a room where I can just dance. I would love it. But yeah, so I've been practicing stretching. I'm trying to exercise. I'm trying to calm down. I've been going through some stuff lately, and I'm just trying to relax. I'm wearing earrings again, which I haven't worn earrings in a while. I don't have gauges. They're double pierced. And I'm just trying to get used to it again. I'm just trying to get used to a lot of things, which is why it's hard for me. Like, I feel terrible because I wanted to record videos so bad, but it was just like everything got in the way, and I'm still working on it. Like, there's a little bit of knickknacks here and there that I need to clean up still, and I have to figure out what I'm doing with this like little pile of boots that I have because I don't really have anywhere to put them. So yeah, I'm just trying to figure it all out and get everything organized and fixed. And I need to move, I need to move a few things around in my room. There is one thing that's kind of bugging me about my room, and that's just because my sister moved out, but her and her husband don't have their own place yet. Like, they were going to, and then his mom told them to wait because they thought they were going to get this big surprise, and then they ended up not getting the surprise they were hoping for. So my sister's bed is still in my room, and it's taking up a lot of space. It's a twin-size bed. It's old. It's got a headboard and a footboard, and it's belonged to like my great-grandma or something like that, which I never met her, so I don't really have a lot of emotional connection to it. But it's hers. It's my sister's bed. My mom told her she could take it, and it's just kind of sitting in the middle of my room, taking up a lot of space, and I don't know what to do with it. And it was where I was going to record. Like, I was going to put my desk over there and make all of my videos over there. I want to make gaming videos. I want to get into doing that. Like, I really, really want to. And I was going to, and then, like, everyone's like, no, the bed is staying right there. You can't put it in the garage because mice might eat it. And we can't put it in a storage facility because, again, mice might eat it. And my mom doesn't want to stick it in her room that she doesn't use because it will get in the way of her. And it's like, it's just sitting here. It's in the way. Like, I don't know what to do with it. Like, you don't understand. Like, I understand if you don't want it in your way, but I don't want it in my way either. And I get that my sister can't grab all of her stuff when she moves to her parent-in-law's house, but still, like, it's frustrating. So if I do a room tour, it's just going to be a random bed that has no sheets on it, nothing. It's just a mattress and box springs on a bed frame. That's all it is. With a bunch of posters all over it, because the way that I want to set up the room, which you know what, I'll wait until, I will make another video and I will get into that on how I want to set up the space that I have. So yeah, I guess I'm going to go. It's been 20 something minutes for this video and I have to edit it down and stuff like that. So anyway, I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and press the little bell notification. Please, please, please. You can comment down below if you would like to. If you are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever, I am on there as well. If you're watching the video off of there, please just click on the link to the YouTube page. Go there and subscribe. Please, please, please. You guys would help me out so, so much. And it would also make me be able to get more videos out and more content out if I get all of the subscribers, because right now my mom is pushing for me to get an actual job, which I want to, but at the same time I really, really, really just want to make videos, and you guys would help me out so, so much if you guys could just go over to YouTube and subscribe so that I can make YouTube my professional job, because that would be great. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next video, so rock on, live your lives, and have fun, and I will see you guys later. Bye!